everybody. I just wanted to make a quick video today. I have come to a funny feeling in my dread journey. Um, this can't really be my 1 month update yet. I'm a little over 3 weeks along here, and I feel silly for even having this question happening, but I was thinking about my tips, and sometimes when I don't have like a headband in or whatever, my dreads, like, I don't know, they look a little masculine to me. And I'm wondering if the blunted tips are kind of part of that, because when I look through things online, I'm on like a few different dread pages, Instagram, so like they said they put up pictures of pretty dreads, which I would definitely do if you're interested in dreadlocks, because it's fun to see all the different types. There's no two dreadlocks that look similar, so it's interesting because I've not even seen somebody that has like my style of dreadlocks. But um, I'm trying to decide tips, and the reason I started to think this is, number one, looking at pictures, mostly girls or feminine people have loose tips, and I don't know, I don't really want to look masculine, but I really like the blunted tips, so I don't know what to do. The other thing with blunted tips is these are obviously not natural blunted tips. I had to crochet my tips up, and I don't really like that I had to do something like to force it. I like the way they came out, like, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, like, let's see if I can get the camera to focus, but I can't really see what you can see, but like there's like hairs coming out of the tips, like they don't want to stay in, so I am maintaining that part a lot. And then another thing I've noticed, which, I mean, my dreads are so new, I feel stupid for even wanting to change anything, because I do love them like crazy, like they're amazing, but I've noticed that like towards the root and like about halfway the dread, it's really soft, and some of them are getting really like silky and soft and comfortable, but like the tips are all really coarse and like scratchy and itchy, and I don't know, I was just thinking about it. At first I knew for sure that I wanted blunted tips, and now I'm like, I know a lot of it is like I'm missing my hair. I don't regret my dreadlocks at all. I don't want anybody to think that, but I am missing the length of my hair, and I think that's normal when you do something like this, because the texture's so different, and it's just like, such a drastic change. But I love them to no end. Like, I really enjoy the hairstyle. I just am considering having loose tips. The reason this one is loose is because this is the dread that these two, is that the right one? Yeah, these two are my longest dreads, I believe. Yeah. These two are like symmetrical on my head, and they're my longest dreads. And like when I put them to the back, they are like, a few inches longer than the rest of the pack, basically. And so this one had a blunted tip, but the tip, you could see it. It was like, it was coming off of the dread. Like, let me see if I can kind of mimic what it was doing. Like, it was splitting like that because I folded the tips up to get the blunted look. So it had like a little nugget that was like fraying off, and then so I was like just seeing how bad it was, and I pulled it and it just completely unfolded, and so it looked like an L for a little bit, and so I used a crochet hook to just gently pull parts of the dread out. So I pulled out probably like an inch of the actual dreadlock, but that part of the dreadlock, because the hair was really tapering off and becoming a small amount of hair rather than up here where it's really thick, it was really thin to begin with, so it just looked weird. So I pulled the tip out and I put cream rinse in it because it was so damaged. So I'm going to rinse it really well, because I don't want to trap that into my dread if I re-dread it. And but I just really like how soft it is at the end now. Like, I don't know, it feels more natural than like, I don't know, these look like fingers. I don't know, because I really like this look. Like, these is like, dreadhead, it's obvious obvious that they're dreadlocks, whereas this is more like, oh, it's kind of like a wispy look to it. So, also there was this picture of this girl that had, like, curly hair, and so, like, she had her tips undone, but, like, she had just, like, a beautiful curl to her tips, which I kind of have a curl in my hair, so I was wondering maybe that would happen, but I don't know, I really like having dreadlocks, and I don't want to, like, go for the half-ass look. I want to be committed, you know, so I felt like the blunted tips were, like, more committed look, and now I'm, like, looking and seeing a lot of girls that have, or feminine people that have the loose tips, and they're really soft and kind of nice, and the blunted tips are kind of like, I don't know, more of a drastic look, but I really like them both ways, so it's really, I'm going to be happy whether I keep them blunted or whether I let them loose. I'm going to be happy with them either way. I do find myself constantly, like, tucking my tips in to try to get, like, a cute little updo look. Like, when I do a bunch of knots up here. I'll have to do a video on it because I really like the look. But, like, I'll do a bunch of knots, and I find myself constantly, like, taking the ends and tucking them in. And I don't feel like I could do that if they were loose. But then again, I also don't know if I would want to do that if they were loose, because they wouldn't look like fingers sticking out or spider legs or, you know, something like that. But they would look like hair sticking out. So, what do you guys think? Give me your opinion. And I'll give you guys a good look of my dreads. You'll be able to see that one hanging way lower. Oh, that's another thing. It would add a lot of length to my hair, and I feel like I wouldn't miss my hair that much, but it's not like I would ever, like, take them all out because of it. Like, I love my hair this way, and I really enjoy how they look. I was just curious. I don't know. I should have left them when I first dreaded my hair and tried that out first and then decided to do blunted tips, so I would at least have tried it and then gone to what I wanted, instead of just doing what I wanted and then now having to go backwards if I indeed do choose to do that. Was that a comprehensible sentence? Anywho, I'm going to show you my hair. Oh, and then we're going to talk about one more thing. Let's see if I can find, yeah, I think that's it. I don't know. Oh, it's way over here. There's the tip hanging down. And you can see those are, like, way longer. Hopefully that gave you guys a good look. Sorry if this is, like, a really crummy, long, ridiculously rambly video. I just had a lot of ideas I wanted to share with you. I hope you guys are enjoying my videos. If you're not, please let me know what I can change in a nice teaching manner and not in a grumpy YouTube comment manner, because that would be lovely. The other thing I wanted to point out is, yes, I may look a little bit different. I'm wearing makeup. I don't normally use makeup. I am wearing makeup, so if you think I look different, that's why. Oh yeah, that was another thing, is because I have, like, two that are really, really long, like, and I don't want to trim them, but I was thinking if I blunted the tips, I mean, I had loose tips. See, it's already curling. Aww. If I had loose tips, I would be able to give them a little bit of a trim and make it look like a good, you know, they wouldn't be so every which way. I mean, obviously these ones at the top would not be long enough to trim, but, like, at least, like, the ones that are in the back, I would be able to, like, kind of cut them straight across or in, like, a rounded look, so there wouldn't be just, like, randomness because every dread ended up a different length. I mean, despite where it was on my head or whatever other reason, if it was a thicker lock or a thinner lock, but I don't know. So give me your opinions. I love you. Goodbye.